We will start in Detroit, then we'll take you to OKC, where SGA returns for a meeting with Denver and the Joker. Welcome to NBA Tip-Off, presented by Lilly from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, the Chief, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Big games tonight, Ernie.
Yeah, a couple of good ones right there.
Yeah, a couple of really good ones.
Shaq, everything good?
I was looking for my money so I could bet Charles Detroit all the way. I'm putting all the money I got in.
You mean
Slice,
tonight?
All the way tonight or all the way, all the way?
Tonight. Slice, go get the money.
Well, tonight's an easy one.
How can you, James Harden questionable.
Okay.
No Donovan Mitchell.
All right,
Way to go out on a limb, Captain Obvious.
Pretty shaky limb you're out on there.
No.
Because his fat ass is on the limb, of course it's shaky.
Everybody can do. I'm not going to say that word on TV like you do.
When you look at this matchup, Jet.
Just watch your mouth, Pookie.
What's got your attention besides the injury situation? Look, okay, so we know Donovan's not going to play. Harden might. He's got that broken right thumb. He's going to see how it feels in workouts. But for the Cavs, it's paramount. It's paramount for them to have a healthy team, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, yes, it's
I like
paramount.
that, Ernie.
It's paramount.
Nothing gets by you.
To do
bow.
I like it.
But I would say this, as much as we're looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers,
Which is what I asked you about.
I know, but I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks until this night. But he was saying about the Knicks versus the Pistons. Could the Pistons win the East? And I said, and we talk about between Cleveland and New York, and I say they can. Because I'm going to agree with Shaq. Because I think Duran and Stewart can handle anybody in the front court from those two teams.
Yes, they can.
And so at times I wasn't sure. But the play of Duran and when Isaiah Stewart comes back, their front court has such an athletic advantage in terms of running, skill, to play with Cunningham. I think that they're primed to win the East this year.
3 straight games of 25 and 10 for Jaylen Duran, and a bit later in this very show, you're going to get an on-court breakdown, an all-access Cavs-Pistons night here on ESPN. Michael Malone, Tim Legler on the floor with Jaylen Duran. Now, go ahead.
So the reason I like the Cavs better, I watched that Spurs game the other night, and my biggest criticism, first of all, the Pistons are having a fabulous season. But when I watched them play, I says, Cade Cunningham and Duran both have to play great. They have to both play great. And Cade Cunningham did not have a good game, and they got blown out. But when I watched, the reason I like the Cavaliers, I says, okay, James can have a bad night. Donovan Mitchell do his thing. Mobley can have a bad night. Jared Allen can do his thing. I just think they got more.
Could you have a bad night when you were in the Phoenix Suns?
Yes,
no,
yes. And Kevin,
you had a bad night. We were beating y'all.
No, that's not. Listen, but I'm saying, wait, we can all have our different opinions, but I just think the Cavaliers got more room for error. And James Harden, a lot of people have been talking about his past playoff things. I says, yeah, he has struggled at times, but I think he's got a greater. First of all, he's one of the best facilitators. He's really going to bring out Mobley and Allen going forward. But I just like the Cavs. They obviously got to get healthy.
Yeah, the Cavs are great. I agree with you. Shaq, you can go ahead and add on.
Listen, Detroit is playing phenomenal ball. Cade Cunningham, in my opinion, is leading for MVP. He plays excellent ball. Both ends of the floor. Duran, I like how physical they are. They kind of play a little bit of old, not really, just a little bit of old school basketball. When they need to get physical, they will get physical. I don't think teams will be able to handle the physicality. So I'm going with Detroit.
So, Shaq, let me ask you a question. So, to me, I agree with you. The two guys who should be front runners for MVP are Cade Cunningham and Jaylen Brown. Why do you say Cade over Jaylen?
Because I watched him play the other day, and he has a complete game. He does everything right. Not mostly right. He does everything right all the time. The way he plays, his pace, how he's playing. And they got that look, Kenny. You know the look I'm talking about, like we're on a mission this year look. Because they thought they could do something last year. They fell short. But, nobody expected the Pistons to be where they are right now.
Well, I think people – well, you can say it about the Celtics for sure. People thought this was one of those like gap years what kids do in school. But I think I hear guys talking all the time, and listen, we know the Joker and Shea are unbelievable, but it's a year-to-year award, and I don't think anybody. I think if you don't vote for Cade or Jaylen, I think you're being unfair, in my opinion, because it's not who's the best player, it's the guy who's having the best year. And there's no two better players having Shea's having a great year.
How about Joker's year?
Joker's having a great year. But what Jaylen and Cade are doing, number one, they got better records. But what they're doing with probably, you could say, a little bit less, I just think both of those guys should be the front runner.
Are we forgetting about SGA?
We're not forgetting about him. He's having a phenomenal year, too.
Yeah, I think that there has to be some thought when people say there's no criteria for the MVP.
There is.
Yes, there is. And you have to start thinking about what the criteria is. The first thing is your individual stats.
Thank you.
That's the first. You have to have MVP stats to be in this conversation. The second thing you look at is your team record.
Not true.
Does your team have a record that is worthy enough to be a contender? And the third thing that would separate, I think, Brown and Cade is, did you elevate your team to a place that they were not supposed to be? And I think that's where
that's definitely
where they
Brown.
live. And that's where they both, I think they both live there.
No, but
they both live there.
He's playing with another All-Star.
Who?
Cade Cunningham.
Playing with Durham.
Jaylen Brown's not playing with another All-Star.
Yeah, but y'all act like this is new for Jaylen Brown. Don't forget, Jaylen Brown was the Finals MVP. He's
Yeah,
a hell of a player.
but what he's doing with Jason
I
Tatum
agree.
this year, what he's doing without Jason Tatum.
He took a step back because that's what the team required him to do.
But he
don't
took
forget
a
was the
step up
Finals
now.
MVP
He took a step up this year.
because he has a triple green light. So, I mean, I'm not surprised.
But no, there's
I'm
no
surprised that
argument.
Cade's
No argument from me on that. I mean, Jaylen Brown is deserving
But
too.
they both deserve
It's
it.
one of the
But all
other.
I'm saying, and all I'm saying is, Ernie, you said he's playing with Durant. You know, I love Durant. But everybody, what Jaylen is doing for the Celtics, he deserves a lot of credit, and he does. He's the best two-way defender. He's the best two-way player in the game. Also, I think that matters too.
You know what Pistons head coach J.B. Bickerstaff thinks about the MVP? You think he has a favorite? Roll it.
I mean, he deserves it. Right now, again, if the season were to end today, the best player on the team with the best win percentage, to me, is the guy that deserves to be the MVP. You know, we'll put him on the other team's best perimeter player. And then he'll go down on the offensive end and, you know, score his 25 points, but create for his teammates. He's second in the league in assists. And then when the game's on the line, you can give him the ball, and he's one of the best clutch players that we have in this league. So I'm, you know, hard-pressed to find a better example or statement of who the MVP should be.
That's 100% facts right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and the only thing that would separate, like, you know, when Russell Westbrook won it, when he had the triple-double for the first time from the guard position, where you put up some astronomical numbers that no one has ever done either, but the criteria, there is a criteria. I hate when people who are voting say, oh, there's no criteria and I'm voting. Well, how do you vote if you don't have a criteria? The criteria is individual stats, winning record, and how do you elevate your team?
So you just think there's one
No, I got
that's
upset.
individual
I'm
stats?
sorry.
You think that's the only factor?
I don't think it's individual stats. I think they look more into winning, especially team
No, what's
winning.
your criteria?
Oh, my career is best player in the league by far, winning stats, winning numbers, and winning record so-so.
Winning don't matter to you?
No, so-so. Like if a guy got 30 wins and the guy got 24 wins, you can't say, oh, this guy got 24 wins, but he's averaging 15 points.
That's not, first of all, it's never going to be like that.
Kenny,
I know what you're saying.
Kenny, he's averaging 15 points and 9 assists. He's the MVP over a guy that's
That's
second.
Steve Nash, man. Steve Nash was not averaging 15
He wasn't
points when
averaging, he wasn't
over
averaging
you.
30 like I was.
But at least you've let that go.
That's good. I didn't say anything.
Another factor in this whole
didn't say
MVP
anything.
situation, though, is the games missed situation. In the 65-game limit, you can miss 17 games. Joker can miss one more out of the 23 remaining.
I actually like that. I hear guys talking about that.
I love that rule.
100% with you, Kenny. First of all, listen, we love Luka. Take him off the list. Let's get that ship is sailed. Okay, let's stop it, Ernie. Let's take it. I love Luka. Take him off the list. Because the Lakers out here tanking right now. That's Adam Silver got to find them soon, but they just out here tanking. Listen, come on, the Lakers are tanking, man. The Lakers lost to the Suns last night.
They're not tanking.
They are
They're
tanking.
6th seed, man.
Yeah, come on, man. The Lakers are tanking. They're closer to the lottery. They're closer to the play-in than they are first place.
Oh, that was a week ago.
You don't think, the
ago.
Lakers are tanking?
No,
That's what Adam Silver just don't have the courage to find the Lakers.
You know what? Back to the Pistons for a second. You know what I find impressive about that team? Look, and one of the reasons I know you say, hey, if one of these guys doesn't have a good game, that they're in every game. And they play good defense. They've only had 4 losses by double digits this year, so they're in every game. And you look at these numbers. Okay, number 9 offense, number 2 defense. Leading in steals, leading in blocks, second in points in the paint, third in fast break points, number 5 in second chance points, number 2 in points off turnovers. They do a lot of things really well.
And shout out to Coach Bickerstaff, because they're if someone's into social media, and you'll see all highlights come up. When you watch Detroit, they're the only team, when highlights come up, they show plays. They look at this play that they ran. Like, if you go through it and you go through your algorithms, it'll show Detroit plays, not just individual basketball.
Wow.
And I think that
Look at the big brain on Brad. Algorithm.
Spell it, tough guy.
Algorithm. Wow, look at the big brain.
algorithm is not a big word.
It is a big word.
We
Spell
have some
it.
real students in
Spell
here
it,
right
tough
now.
guy.
I know
Spell
what it means and I can spell it.
Spell
I
it.
used it.
Right here on TV.
Because I used it and spelled it. Algorithms are how many times if you go into something you see and it comes into your actual social media.
That
so you
means
start
Big Brother
seeing it more.
spying on you.
There it is.
Just for the
basically.
record.
There it is. Thank you.
Pick Cleveland last week? Yeah, you did.
I got
Cavs to the finals.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And that's dependent on those 2 guys being healthy, obviously.
Well, when they're healthy, they're the best backcourt in the NBA when they're healthy. I like the situation for James, because James at this stage of his career, he's not that great. I told you, him, Carmelo, Kevin Durant, they're probably 3 of the best one-on-one basketball players I've ever seen. They're going to get a good shot every time. James is not that anymore. James is comfortable getting a bunch of assists. These are probably the 2 best big men he played with in a while, in Mobley and Allen. And you see they are actually, Allen is definitely flourishing, but they're in a great situation. Now, I like them. Detroit's got a really good team. The Knicks are solid. The elephant in the room is Boston. And listen, I don't know anything, but Jason Tatum coming back. He's practicing full speed ahead now. Like, he's not even just moving around. He's practicing. They gave him the go-ahead to play hard 5-on-5. But, man, the East just got exciting. We spent all season talking about the West, the East, and what's going to be interesting about the East is playoff seeding. Because that's why I think this is a really important game for Detroit tonight. They got to finish with the number 1 record. They got to finish with the number 1 record. And I think if the Celtics get the 2nd seed, I think that's huge. But that means they're going to be at home for 2 rounds. So I think I think Detroit's got the East locked up. But the Celtics and the Knicks and the Cavs, whoever's that 2nd seed, I think they're going to have a huge advantage. They're going to play the first 2 rounds at home.
Pistons trying to make a big step. Haven't won a series since 2008.
What's that loud noise? Oh, that's my Hornets.
Is that a loud noise or a
very
little
loud
buzzing?
noise. Hey,
Yeah.
Kenny,
Yes.
question. Is my boy Knipple going to steal Rookie of the Year?
Ooh, he's your boy.
It's tighter than it was.
Yes, I think it's much tighter than it was.
It's tighter than it was.
It really depends after, let's say, March 10th. How much does Cooper Flag play from March 10th to the end of the season?
But even if he plays,
No, if he plays,
Kniple's
then-
been. But no, I'm saying,
Kniple's balling.
listen,
but
I love
he
Cooper
just-
Flag.
But he stuffs the stat sheet in too many
But
different areas.
what do you think Kniple's doing?
Yeah, but I'm talking about from a defensive standpoint, steals, block shots, rebounds.
What about winning?
No, I'm just saying.
What about winning?
I never thought the Rookie of the Year was about winning. It was only an individual award. Purely
See,
individual.
now you're just going to piss Shaq
I always
off.
thought it was. I thought the Rookie of the Year, if you look at it, you could be, because most of the time when you're coming as a rookie, you're going to a bad team.
What if you elevate the bad team?
Yeah, but that helps. But most kids and guys can't.
Okay.
Cooper, by the way, not going to play again tonight.
How many
Dallas,
games has he missed, Ernie?
This will be his 6th game in a row missed. He got that left foot injury. So he will not play against the Memphis Grizzlies.
March on.
If you want to get healthy, the little Tiger Bears are in town.
Scalpers night off, Grizzlies and Mavericks tonight in Dallas. When we come back, we'll look ahead to our nightcap.
Oh, get off me, little man.
Yeah, the Nuggets and Thunder with SGA back to take on the Joker later tonight. The 5-4 record, so OKC's held it together in the last 9 without SGA, but man, fans are going to love it. Team's going to love it that he's back in there tonight after the ab strain.
The champs, when they're healthy, they're very dangerous. You know, they have the blueprint of how to win the championship. They play together. Kudos to the others for, going out there playing hard, continuing the culture that they built there. And they look good. Still going to be difficult to get that back-to-back, but with all the guys coming back, as soon as J-Dub come back and they get a rhythm, 10, 15 games, they're definitely going to be dangerous.
Haven't seen back-to-back since Golden State 17-18. Going to see it again this year?
I think it's going to be difficult. I think the one thing, and Shaq maybe can even attest to it, the one thing that going back-to-back to the finals, forget even winning it, typically you haven't been hurt. And the amount of injuries that they've had, I think it may be the reason they might be stalled to going back-to-back, plus the improvement of so many other teams.
Plus some Spurs.
That I don't think they expect it, because typically when you win a championship, then everyone mimics you. So like, if you have a big guard, let's say, okay, when Magic won, we're going to have big guards. Okay, when Steph wins, now everyone's shooting threes. When Oklahoma City won, now they're going, wait, we have to kind of play to what San Antonio's doing and what Denver's doing, and we have to beat them. So I don't know if everyone in the league has changed their style of play just to beat them. And that, to me, is a little different to get back-to-back.
I'm going to disagree a little bit. I actually think, number one, they got to get everybody healthy. J-Dub, obviously, is the second best player on the team. He's really important. I think the injuries might help them if they get, to play the last 20, 25 games together, because they're getting a lot of rest. Normally, because when you make it to the finals, it's a long season, then the next season starts quicker for everybody else. I think the season, they're getting a lot of rest.
Do you call that rest?
Yes, it's rest.
Yeah.
Yes, rest.
I think they're getting rest.
See,
but you didn't let me
it's
finish.
rest.
I said they're getting rest, but at some point they're gonna have to get ready for the stretch run. But if they get everybody healthy and play the last 25 games together, because number one, they're probably gonna have an easy matchup the first round, and then they're gonna have plenty of time. So even though they had a lot of players hurt, I do consider that rest.
They started the year 24-1, 21-14 since. They're still number 1 in the West, but now just a game on the loss side over the San Antonio Spurs.
I love the way the San Antonio Spurs playing. Wish they had one big name player, but listen, I think the system is back.
Wish who had one big name player?
No, one more big name player.
More.
Oh,
Okay.
what about Castle?
Castle, Fox?
Castle's
Castle's
not
a
big
monster.
name player.
I love
monster, but
Castle.
He's a monster, but he's not a big name player. Anyway, playing very well. Victor Wembanyama, right behind Joker when it comes to being, greatest big man in the game, and they pose a threat to OKC. They're the only team besides Denver, my point, that poses a threat to OKC.
So being the Rookie of the Year last year has not elevated Stephon Castle's name in your book?
No.
I don't look at Ernie as that as rest either. Because when you're injured, when you're not injured and you're resting, you're still working out and improving your skill level to keep your skill level sharp. But when you're hurt, you're in the training room and you're not doing the work that you probably would do to be sharp.
Yeah, but
so then you have to get sharp again, and then it's like another step.
Yeah, but
I don't look at being injured as rest.
Yeah, but rest means no wear and tear in your body.
The wear and tear has already happened.
Chuck is correct. When I won my 3 championships in a row, I only averaged 60 games. So he's
But they do have to get back at some point and build some chemistry.
Yeah, they do.
But man, the West, like I said it earlier about the East. The West going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
Because obviously OKC, they're going to be favorite. The Spurs, everybody's going to be wondering this going to be their first time there. But then you got Houston solid, but Denver. They got the best player.
Yeah, well, let's go to Denver because we're going to see them later tonight. #1 offense in the league. But David Adelman's saying, look, if we're going to do anything special, the defense has to come along.
Yeah, but I think, first of all, they got to get better. But to me, Aaron Gordon is their best defender. Brown is a good defender, but Aaron Gordon is made. I love his game because he's made for today's NBA game, where everybody switches. You can guard multiple positions, so he's gonna make up for a lot of weaknesses.
It's kind of the Jaylen Williams situation too, of getting him back. He's missed 36 games.
Yeah, but I said, but I listen. I think any night you take the floor and you got the best player, you got a chance of winning. But Denver's got to get healthy too. You know, Cam Johnson has been out basically all season. But this guy right here, man, he is special.
Yeah, I think, obviously the Joker can elevate you, him and Jamal Murray. Those guys can elevate you into second round. But to be a contender, to win it all, I thought when they won it all, it was their forwards that did the job. And that was Aaron Gordon and at the time, Michael Porter Jr. So now, Cam Johnson and Aaron Gordon have to play at that right below line of all-star for them to separate themselves in the West. Because there's so many good teams and so many good players. I thought winning that championship along with Bruce Brown, those forwards and them, that separated them to win the championship.
And I agree with that. What's the kid from Georgia, Ernie? I can't think of his name. KCP?
KCP.
Yeah, I thought they were great. And when they let them go, but their bench is better. But, man, look at that right there. That's going to be very interesting. And the wild card out west is the Timberwolves because Anthony is a monster. But, man, those top 2 or 3 teams, they're going to be tough to beat.
Anthony is a monster.
Edwards.
I thought you said Portland.
Castle. No.
You said Portland's going to be the wild card.
I thought I said Minnesota.
No, you said Portland.
I'm sorry. Well, Portland's just wild. No, but Minnesota, anytime Ant comes out there, man, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
But, man, it's going to be interesting.
The #1 offense against the #1 defense in our nightcap tonight as Denver takes on OKC in a rematch of last year's Western Conference semis, which the Thunder took in 7. Best record in the business going into Friday's play belonged to Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Cavs in town without Donovan Mitchell, without James Harden.
A lot of talent on that
But
bench.
they still led 54-50
damn.
at the half. And Evan Mobley.
Man.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was just getting ready to say that, Kenneth.
Man.
Stacey Augmon.
Cade, Plastic Man.
Oh, what a good name, Stacey Augmon. Good brother.
Asor Thompson there, and then you hear that? You hear the horn?
What happened?
The horn. The horn got stuck.
Okay.
For 12 and a half minutes.
Man, got stuck for 12 minutes.
12 and a half minutes of that horn going off, and then they used air horns.
Man, who the hell gave this dude an air horn?
That's like the worst idea of all time.
That was worse than that water machine thing y'all gave that fool.
112 to 109 is the Cleveland lead. Duran with the follow.
This is not a shot. That is not a shot.
What was he doing?
He was in the upward motion. Yes,
please
he
stop.
was.
Please stop it. I hate that call.
You got to foul earlier.
Yo, man, get that horn from that dude.
Game tied at 114. Schroeder, no. What do you say we go to overtime?
Overtime.
Is that a bad idea? Duran there.
That Duran kid, man, that's a grown
33 and 16.
Every
for
block,
Jaylen Duran.
Oh, got to get the horn on that.
Big call right here. They ruled that a foul, and then J.B. Bickerstaff take another look. And he won the challenge.
Too little.
Tobias Harris, key down the stretch. Cade Cunningham right there.
Oh, give me that.
Fouled out in the fourth quarter.
Shoot it.
Detroit able, when that one falls off the iron, to win this game without Cade down the stretch.
Well, Duran, man. Get to know that man. His name's Jaylen Duran. I think that's his name. Is it Jaylen?
Maybe you should get to know his name.
Is it Jaylen Duran?
Jaylen Duran,
Okay.
33 and 16, his fourth 30-point game of the season. And Detroit wins it 122 to 109, 44 and 14, and their 25th clutch win, which is tops in the NBA. And that 44th win matches what they had last season.
That's a great game by the Cavs, though.
Yeah, that was very close to a great Cavs win and a bad Detroit loss, Chuckster.
I 100% agree. And if you want to send a message to teams, like you saw the difference in the energy, teams who have been there and done that. You saw that in the second game tonight. You saw a young Pistons team with all the guys sitting out, and they got lucky. I hate that call down the stretch, but they're going to have to adjust to being the team with the best record in the NBA, especially when you're playing against a contender. But this would have been a bad loss.
One of the indicators, too, on that, in my mind at least, Kenny, when you look at clutch games, 25-9 now, Detroit. A year ago, they were 21-23, learning how to win those games down the stretch.
Winning those games down the stretch because at the end of the day, they've already proven that they are the premier team in the East. They've proven that. Now everyone is giving them their best shot. However, I said this in the pregame. I thought it would be better if Mitchell and Harden played because the advantage that they have against the Pistons is interior. That's why Allen and Mobley were able to have success and keep them in the game. That is their disadvantage, especially without Isaiah Stewart playing and on suspension. When he comes back, he brings some more size and toughness and rebounding. But without him, you're forcing Tobias Harris, who's a 3, to play the power forward position and guard Mobley and Allen, and that's not going to happen.
Late in the game, even being down by, I think, 4 or 5 points, they showed me something. They have the switch. They can turn it on at any time. I like the way they play, especially without Cade in the game. So, they should have blew them out by 20, but, when they had to flip that switch and get it done, that's exactly what they did.
They're actually down 9 with about 2 and change to go, and then came with a 9-0 run. And Danis Jenkins hits the 3 free throws. That was clutch.
Yeah, but I Go back, y'all. So.
Oh, man, would you let this guy talk?
So.
Are you trying to send Chuck a message?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, that's enough. When we come back, 3 more highlights coming your way.
Whoever gave it to him is fired.
This is Fight TV.
David Aldridge, our good friend. D.A., we miss you, brother.
You woke my wife up at her, and I need an apology. Jeez.
Great to hear from you, D.A.
Yeah.
Man, how much fun was that, huh? Great doubleheader tonight here on ESPN. We welcome you to Inside the NBA, presented by Lilly. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Chief O'Neal.
Chief.
As SGA makes his return for OKC, and they beat the Denver Nuggets in overtime, 127-121. How about some highlights? Would you like to see those? Good.
Watch the game, Ernie.
This is worth watching. SGA missed 9 games. They went 5-4. Joker in town with his 21 triple-doubles. He would add to that tonight. That's tough. 15-0 Denver run. You all right over there, Shaq?
Shaq, you know we on TV, right?
That wasn't me.
Good night.
You all right, big fella?
Apparently not. SGA.
First of all, since y'all set up Burton, I'm going to give y'all a real Burton.
Oh, no, please. Oh,
That wasn't me.
Come on.
That
Stop.
was Kenny.
Jamal Murray, who's been fighting illness, cashes in. 59-50 at the half. There's Murray again.
3 ways to
He
get
had
a message
20,
across.
he
Telegram,
had
telephone,
39.
tell Kenny.
Hey, let's watch the highlights, Shaq. What do you say?
It's not snitching when you're on camera.
Lou Dort connecting. Game tied at 88.
Tell you what, man, this was a terrific basketball game.
And then coming back down the floor, Dort sticks
Come on.
out the leg. Down goes Joker.
But leave the
and
boys
Joker
alone.
is hot.
Yeah, I love that right there. You can't let people just trip you.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Flagrant 2 and an ejection for
I don't
Dort.
understand why he did it, though. What was going on in the game that
and-
make you want to do it?
The
gonna rip
eyes
off
of
your
Nikola
spine.
Jokic right here
I'm going to rip off your spine.
with Jaylen Williams.
I'll tell you
Bite
what,
your
leave
face.
them Joker brothers alone.
Oh, Back to the game, 97-95, and Joker connects again.
Gonna rotate.
They're up by 5. SGA to Alex Caruso
that
with a
thing,
couple of
Caruso.
huge threes down the stretch.
Man, watch this shot right here. I can't even believe he made that.
Ties the game at 107.
Great defense.
OKC's going to try to win this thing in regulation. Caruso off the mark, and we are going to go to overtime, tied at 107. How good Cason Wallace has been so good for that team.
Fabulous, man. Shout out to Sam Preston, man. He be getting these guys.
And there's Caruso after a steal on the other end,
Smart play right
converting, and the Oklahoma City Thunder winners 127-121 in overtime.
Man.
They've won 4 out of 5 and 8 of their last 12. And as promised, look who's joining us from Oklahoma City. It is Alex Caruso. It is my son. And hey, there'll be a little something extra in your allowance this week. That was a heck of a game. Is it as fun to play in those as it is to watch those when the intensity is that high and the back and forth?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more fun when you finish the game and you win too. But yeah, I mean, that's high level basketball. You know, that's what everybody in the league, if you're really a competitor and you really like the game, like that's what you play for. You play to go out there and play well and have guys throw blows the whole time. Like we thought we had the game sealed up, and then Jamal hit 3 threes that were just kind of insane and into the game, put pressure on us. But yeah, it was a gritty win. It was a gritty win, especially when damn, that kind of hurt. Shea and Hart sat through overtime. It was big for us to come up. You know, a couple of guys that have been playing well lately for us come up and play well.
With so many injuries, what's the conversation like with the young guys to get them to play so well?
I mean, that's opportunity. That's what the league's about. The league is, I mean, half of my career was based off of guys not playing and me being able to get thrown out there and develop my game and show what I can do. So that's the thing I think that I mentioned to any of the guys is like, you know, when guys are out, someone's got to take the shots, someone's got to make the plays. So just, you know, stay true to your work, be ready, and show off your game. Like everyone in the NBA is a good player. They're here for a reason. So, you know, it's a silver lining when you're missing guys like Shea and Dub, guys who have the ball a lot in their hands. You know, we're able to move it around, and guys get more shots and have been playing well over the last month.
Alex, number one, tell Chet to put a shirt on. His body's not good enough to be walking around stress-free.
That's a bad look, man. That's a bad look.
Bad look. I'm not going to lie. Hey, on that last play in regulation.
Chest-free.
Yeah, did you get caught because you were wide open and you probably should have pulled up, and you're like, I'm a little too wide open.
Bad read.
Yeah, bad read, and you end up shooting the floater. You
can't be too wide open for a game winner. I probably didn't anticipate them running at Shea from that side. I probably should have just been ready and stepped in and shot the ball. I just made 2, so nobody's perfect. You know, I made a couple plays in overtime to make up for it.
Yes, you did.
You know what, Alex, you know, Denver, San Antonio, Houston, you know, the West, you know, still you got to worry about Minnesota, LA. Yeah, you got to worry about
We're not worried about the Lakers, Alex. Stop it.
So, yeah, don't feed in.
They tanking as we speak, and you know they're tanking. You might see them in the play-ins.
Don't feed in. Don't feed in. My question is, what has been the biggest adjustment now that you guys have been the champs and you see that they're making towards you guys?
Yeah, I think it's just figuring out the different pitches that we're going to get from teams, you know, from coverages, from offensive sets. Obviously, you know, anybody who's won a championship, you know, in the next season you got a target on your back. So I think this year, you know, last year it was more of a prove-it mentality, and this year it's kind of being the hunter instead of the hunted. And we're trying to keep that mindset when we go into games playing, like you said, these other really good teams in the West. Just knowing that, you know, they're trying to knock us off our spot, and we got to hold firm.
Alex Caruso, we appreciate you stopping by, and do me a favor, will you, son? Be home by 1.
What's up, Ernie?
Be home by 1.
Maybe, dude. It's already midnight. It's one where y'all are? Where are y'all? Are y'all in Atlanta?
Yeah,
LA?
it's 1 o'clock here.
It's 1 o'clock here. You're already late for curfew.
Man, these 8:30 games, man, are crazy.
Hey, Alex, feel free to take Chet in the weight room with you.
He don't need to. He got 21
Off season,
rebounds.
we'll get him right. Off season. We had a short off season. We won a championship. It was only 2.5 months.
Okay.
Have a great
We just have
night,
to take
man.
little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
In overtime.
That was a that was one of those games that you look at on the schedule like, okay, this team is a championship contender. We might play them again. We want a mental edge. Because think about it. You can count the games on one hand. You've seen that many skirmishes and things going on. That
Didn't feel like February, did it?
It did not feel. Same thing, actually, in the first game, too.
Yeah.
This was a great night of basketball.
They play again in about 10 days.
Wow.
Same gym out there in OKC. What'd you learn from this game?
I mean, you know, both teams played excellent basketball. I expect Joker to have a better game. 9 for 25 is not really a great game, but, you know, they still had many opportunities to win. You know, OKC, the others played well. You know, they have a lot of experience of stepping up. They've been injured all year. They played great, but in order for Denver to get back to that championship level, Jamal Murray's going to have to play great. He did. He had 39, and Joker's going to have to play great. 9 for 25 is not great for Joker. It's good, but when it comes to winning championships, you have to be great.
I have a question because, you know, I always judge teams not by if you can stop them or not, whether or not, if we both play our best, who's better. So if everyone plays their best in the West, who's the best team to you?
Well, it's these two. First of all, we got to factor in.
I mean, like, who would be the best?
Hold on. Let me make my point first. Number one, they're getting Aaron Gordon back, who I think is terrific. I think he's underrated. But if you go back and look, this series went 7 games last year.
Yes.
It was the best series.
And that's what I was getting.
So I can't even it's going to be – I think they're the 2 best teams in the West. Last year, it was an amazing 7 games. I think it's going to come down to those 2 teams again. And when you're in a 7-game series, when you have Shea, when you have Joker, to me, it's going to be the other guys. Shaq talked about it. Jamal's going to have to play well. Aaron's going to have to play well.
Christian Brown.
But to me, who's going to be – they need Jaylen Williams. He's been out basically all season. He's the guy who's going to have to play well. He took his game to a new level last year. That's what made OKC the champions. It's going to be – because I know what I'm getting for Shea. I know what I'm getting from Joker.
Joker, 23, 17, and 14, his 22nd triple-double of the season. Also his 60th game with at least 20, 15, and 10, which is 8 more than Will Chamberlain. Also, they had the dust-up with him and Lou Dort and David Adelman after the game talking about that.
I'll say this. I think his frustration is sometimes because the game's officiated differently out on the floor than it is near the basket. And, you know, I think he was reacting to what was being done to him. And his reaction's not going to be to cower away. He's competitive. So when we play them again, whatever it is, in like 10 days, I'm sure it'll be the exact same way.
And he had just come off an injury, hyperextended left knee, and then when that happens, that's also going to fire him up.
The first thought that comes to mind when somebody gives you a cheap shot is, hey, you could have hurt me, right? So, you know, he reacted the right way. Smart enough not to throw punches, but just to give him that intense look to, you know, let him know that I'm not playing.
You agree it's a flagrant 2 on Dort?
I wouldn't say it's a flagrant 2. It's just a medium, like it's not even a hard check. It's just like a medium check. Every now and then, Ernie, got to touch people up. Like, this is not a game that, you know, the game is not physical where you just let people run by.
That was
touching them up.
Yeah. And I disagree with Shaq on that. I don't mind touching guys up. He tripped that man. That's the only problem. Like, if I believe in touching guys up. I think what Joker's sensitive is, man, once you get hurt and you like it, like you can, especially when somebody do something that's dirty. Like when you, like this dude, he was out for a long time, and like we all gonna get touched up. All guys get hit accidentally. Hardenstein slapped somebody in the face. He didn't try to slap him in the face. That happens all the time.
Jamal Murray.
But when you get hurt and then somebody do something dirty to you, man, your antennas are up.
127, 121 in overtime. That is your final. And that's just the start of things here on Inside the NBA. Chest-free check.
Dylan Morrow. I could walk the streets like that.
Crazy thing about it, you still have the same
here it is. Oh, the similarities are eerie.
It's identical.
Man, live. Just give me a headband. Yeah, Shaq versus Chuck every week. That is a menacing look, is it not? Oh, my gosh.
Shaq don't want this smoke.
It's time for
EJ's Meatloaf Stat of the Night.
Presented by no one.
Unsullied by sponsorship since
1989.
Thank
Come
you,
on,
Chief
Ernie. Come on,
O'Neal.
Ernie.
You guys all consider yourselves, I think, business. In addition to doing this, as businessmen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, obviously.
I'm a business.
Of course.
You feel like a buessman?
No, well, I'm a businessman.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm a business man.
Yeah. I know.
Jay-Z.
Okay. So here's the deal.
It's soon enough now, Kenny. We can talk.
Here's the deal. There's this little quiz that the guys upstairs would like you guys to take to see how well acquainted you are with like office lingo, office abbreviations, business abbreviations that would happen in the workplace. Are you prepared?
I am.
Okay, you've got your thing.
Yep.
If you see something like OOO
What?
Oh, I got
on
it.
an
I know
email.
what that is.
OOO.
I know what that is.
We'll write it down. OOO. Shaq, you got to write your answer down. What the OO mean?
I don't know.
I got it.
You're just not going to play?
I don't know the
He
answer.
doesn't know the answer.
Well, make something up.
Do we show now or do
No,
we show?
well, let's wait until he's done.
I think I got it.
All right. OOO. Oh.
My goodness. You should have just let him put the X.
Yeah. All right, Shaq, what you got for OOO?
Only one omnivore.
No, that's not it.
I told you I didn't know the answer.
Jet?
Ernie.
You got Jet.
Out of office and
I just got not important. I didn't have anything.
What is it? What is it?
out of office.
Out of office.
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Jet has the lead, 1-0.
Well, you got. My company runs really well.
You don't have no damn company,
Yes, I do.
fool.
It's called Kenny Smith Entertainment.
What if one of your employees has PTO? What is PTO?
PTO.
PTO. What is it? Shaq? What's PTO? This is a fast-paced quiz.
I
I'll
got
tell
it.
you that right now. Oh, you want to go first?
Yeah.
You're going to go. Hold on. Please finish. All right. Go ahead while he's writing. What
I'm
you
going to
got?
go personal time off.
Personal time off. That's close. What you got?
Post-traumatic office.
Post-traumatic office. And what you got?
Parental testosterone order.
Oh, no, okay. That's not it.
I think it was
We'll give you the credit
was it.
because that's close.
What is it?
Paid time off.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that's good. That away.
These are not
I
real
never
terms.
give that. That's why I
These
don't
are
know.
not real terms.
You can't work for me and get PTO. You never get PTO if you work for me.
Hey, so if you send an email and you say I really need this information,
Oh, that's
EOD,
that's easy.
EOD, Shaq.
I don't know.
You are getting hints
What?
from the
I'm
crew.
not getting nothing, Ernie.
What you got?
End of day.
End
Let's
of
go.
day.
I'm back in the game. I'm back.
Early on delivery is not it.
I'm winning this game.
End of day.
End of day. Oh, it's
Winning this game.
that's